I am just waiting for YouTube to open here in front of me. I don't know if it's already streaming.
I can't see it, no.
So just opening it here first. There we go. We are now officially streaming, and I am going to say hello, high achievers.
Hello.
Hello, here we are. Are you ready to prepare for the C2 proficiency exam with us? We are opening, yes, good. We are opening our classroom to help you prepare for the C2 proficiency exam while you are isolated at home and willing to study. We all know that in these times of peril, it is essential to keep our sanity since it is a moment. Okay, somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So again, we know that these are difficult times, right? And it is essential to keep our sanity. This is a moment of economic uncertainty, and there are some things that we can do for our brains to work, continue working better, go with the flow. So for me, there's no better way than studying. Studying is my kind of fun. And if you are the same way, but you cannot afford a course, you cannot afford a teacher, we're here to help you for free. So this is the right place to be. Today, we're going to talk about writing. As you know, the C2 proficiency exam evaluates your English in 4 different skills. One of them is writing. And what people usually ask me is, Flavia, how can I improve my writing skills without a teacher? Who is going to mark my writing? Who's going to tell me if what I wrote was proficient or not? So fortunately, technology is on our side, and we're going to teach you how to use this outstanding tool named Write and Improve. I have been using it on my preparation courses for a long time. And to tell you the truth, I don't know how I was able to live without it before it existed, okay? But before I pass the ball to Drew, who's going to explain everything about Write and Improve, let me introduce ourselves here. This is the group, okay? And we are going to be meeting you every Monday for free English lessons. My name is Flavia Costa. I have been teaching English since 1991, and I have been preparing students for Cambridge exams since 2008. Preparing students for the C2 proficiency exam is my passion, and that is why it ended up becoming my expertise, right? This group of people here is composed of students from 2 of my preparation groups. Some of them have already passed the exam, some of them are still preparing. Among them, you will find English teachers, English lovers, and English students who have achieved an outstanding level of knowledge and are willing to help. So the teacher who's going to explain about Write and Improve today is Drew Dantas. Let me plug him here. Let me see if I can pin his video here for us. Drew is an English teacher who dwells in Recife, Brazil. He has been using Write and Improve for quite a long time and has written countless papers using Write and Improve. His grades always go straight to the C2 level, and he has become an expert on this software. Please ask as many questions as you would like. We will answer all of them during Drew's presentation. Here, this crew here is here to help. Just a reminder, this channel is not monetized, but if you would like more people to have access to free English lessons, please tell YouTube that the content is worth sharing by giving us a like and subscribing to the channel, okay? Guys, let us now close our cameras and microphones so that Drew can have more Wi-Fi availability to stream.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you, Drew.
Okay, thank you. So today's topic is write and improve. So many people argue and wonder how they could improve. I don't know if you guys can see me, but I'll try to just.
We can see you, yes.
Yes, we can see you.
So many people wonder how they could improve their writings, and many people study by themselves. And that's a great question that's a tough question when you are preparing yourself for such a great test exam, which is CPE proficiency. So when it comes to revise and check and having somebody to support you in this journey, that is rather quite difficult as well. So Writeandimprovecom is here freely to help people in their journey. So this is the page of Writeandimprovecom. I've used that a lot. So you guys can also get used to that platform. It is Writeandimprovecom, Cambridge Writeandimprovecom. If you type here Writeandimprovecom in the search bar, you can easily find. So the idea is, I'm sorry. Just a second. That was my cell phone.
This is live, okay? Everything that is live has those hazards, and who knows are the only people who can do it live, right?
I'm going to get back to Instagram Live. So I think people are now listening to that. Yeah, can you guys listen to me?
Yeah, crystal
clear.
Yes,
Perfectly.
So as I was
a
saying,
bit too loud, maybe.
Yeah, maybe you bring your microphone a bit down because your voice is exploding loud. Okay, if it's possible.
Just going to change here. I think it's better now.
It's good. It's good.
It's good.
It's comfortable.
Perfect. So the idea is you get a piece of writing of yours and just have the score of this writing. So I'm going to log into the Writeandimprovecom site so that you can have a check on the interface of the site. I have already an account. I'm going to log in with Facebook. Oh, before I start, when you first open the platform, it's going to ask you if you want to sign in or create a profile or connect with Facebook or Twitter. If you do not do that, you can use as well the same way. For example, I'm going to select here one of the workbook, one of the topics of the writing, and you are completely able to use. But as I already have an account, I'm going to sign in with my Facebook because it's faster. It was supposed to be already connected. And once you sign in, it's going directly to take you to the main room. Yes, that's it. Time urges, so I have to do it quite fast. This is the actual interface you're going to see when you are using the Writeandimprovecom. And as I said, it has loads of tools that you can use so that you can have a check on your writings as well as having something to support you. But let me kick off by addressing the workbooks. Okay, so Andrews, what are the workbooks? The workbooks are actually books in which we have some tasks that you can select and write your piece of writing. When you are studying, for example, to take the CPE or FC or any Cambridge test or any IELTS test, for example, the academic IELTS, the general IELTS test or FC from Cambridge, you have a piece of writing and then you have to write by yourself. Or it may be a letter, maybe an article, or you have to make a resume of something. So all of those types of writings you can find right over here. When I select my my workbook, the one which I have been writing my pieces, it's going to show some tasks, and the tasks here are simply an article, a letter, or a review. It shows here a title and a description of a task, a title and a description of a task. But let's go to the main point, what I want to show you guys. What I want to show you guys, the main point here in the Write and Improve side is that once you write down your piece of writing and put down to check and click on check, it's going to give you instant feedback on your piece of writing. And let me go to some piece of writing that I've done. Let me see here, taking risks. This taking risk, I have so many mistakes and I have throwing things away. Yeah, that's better because, you know, I've got a city. So the first thing that you see when you open one task on Write and Improve is the title of the task. The title of the task is in description here. This one was one essay. And right below, I have one box here in which I can write down my piece of writing. And right when I make a notification, let me just write down. When I check my piece of writing, it instantly gives me feedback on my writing. Here is my progress graph. I have made some modifications, and it gives you here, if you look closer, let me just put my cell phone closer. It's a graph in which it shows your progress from the last 10 writings. From my last 10 writings, the check, as you can see, is progressing, you know, to the C2. More than that, I have here some comments, and many people argue, many people wonder, how do the highlighting lines work? For example, here I have my piece of writing with some lines, yellow lines, and here one star. But what is it? These are just ideas to make you improve your piece of writing. For example, if I click on right here on this star, the Cambridge Writing Improve site is going to tell me, is this the correct word? This doesn't look right to us. The word is communication. Some of the mistakes are on the spelling or punctuation, or maybe you didn't build the line properly, or maybe there are all of those mistakes in just one paragraph, for example. But there are also these red, orange lines. This one here is quite light, is a light orange. It means that something related to the punctuation or something related to the punctuation is not right. When it's darker, when it's a darker orange, it shows that some more deep mistake has been made. Let me try to get some piece of writing that I've written that shows, that may show some, no. Advertising, no, it's true. I'm just trying to find out some of the writings that I made that I didn't finish, so that you can see the specifications the Writing and Improve gives me.
Drew, I was wondering if you could show people how to create their own workbooks and insert their tasks there, because, you know, Write and Improve only goes up to a certain level. And then for CPE preparation, you must create your own tasks, right? So if they want to do that, do they have to pay? How does it work?
Okay, so as the teacher says, is saying right now, if we are willing to study by ourselves, we must create our own tasks. And when you wish to do so, you must firstly here create a workbook. I'm going to create a workbook with my name, Andrews. And then when you do so, when you create the book in which you are going to put all of your tasks, you come here to the bottom, new task, and select which of the centers, the centers of evaluation you are going to take as a basis for your correction, for your proofreading. I'm going to select a common English framework of reference, which is the one that Cambridge uses for, you know, evaluating their piece of writings. And when I select this one, it's going to ask the title, okay? If it is an essay, an article, an review, I'm going to put right here an essay. And what is it about? You're going to put the title here. As it says, I'm going to put transport in cities. And right down below, I have another box in which is reserved for putting the piece of writing that you are going to write about. And many questions people make me that are related to how can I of writing if I don't know what to write about. And that is the point. Once you start writing, you have some books of reference and some tasks that you can get from the book and insert here in this box reserved for this paragraph. So for example, if I open one book, maybe it's the masterclass or objective proficiency, and I want to write about that here and write after get my score, I put here if this piece of writing is an essay, an article, then I put a title in which you may easily find in the book. And then I just write here, type here the piece of writing that they give us to write about. Once I've done this, let me just try to put some transports or no, may I perhaps pretend it's a piece of, it's a paragraph. And then once I've written all of these piece of paragraph that they gives us, I have to select the number of words that the task asks us. If it's for the Cambridge CPE proficiency, the C2 proficiency test, the first writing task is up to 100, 260 to 180 words, if I'm not mistaken, or it's 200. Can you, no, it's 214 to 260. Is that right?
280, right?
8, right.
280.
60.
240. Yes.
280.
And then may I add something to
Of
your?
course.
There is also the possibility, if you are wondering what piece of writing to put there, you can go to cambridgeenglish.org website. There are 3 sample tests there with complete writing questions, and you can copy your writing task here and see how you would score if you were taking the exam today, right?
Yes, if you go to the Cambridge site, you're going to find a lot of things. That's such a treasure. So when you go there, you can have not only tasks available as which they apply, but also some tips for writing as well. And if you go to the site, you can find some examples so that you can examples of tasks so that you can put right here, create, which is something that I'm going to do right now. You can select one image as well. Here, if you choose one image, you can go to your PC and find out some image that you think that is related to the task. But if not, you just click here and create, and boom, that is created. Here you can find your own task, which is about one task, which is an essay about transport in cities. And right here below, you can find the task, the text that you are writing about. Once I click here, once I click in my task, it's going to show the title, what is the type of writing, and the paragraph that we have to write about. And right below, I have, as I said, one box to write about. Once I do that, I click on check. I click and on this button check, it's going to show my progress and my feedback. Okay. As I said, my feedback is on the site. It's also going to give you some tips to improve your writing. Another tip here is the task timer. Once you set the timer, it's going to time how many minutes you did the writing. So I've written here some things that people may wonder about. The first thing is that the workbooks available here in this site, once you click, are this one. Once you open the site, it's going to show you the workbooks that the site itself gives you. The site itself prepares some tasks so that you can use with your students. And that's a great tool for using with your students, because they can, they can check out their progress, as well as maybe compete for who gets the best score or something like that. The workbooks here goes from the beginner to the intermediate to the advanced, as well as related to business. And all of those are prepared, focused on the IELTS academic and IELTS general training, maybe FCE, and which is the Cambridge First Certificate. As I said, once we are in the Write and Improve site, I'm going to click it again. Once you open the Write and Improve site, it's going to show you the tasks available. You can maybe level your students, and you can see if the student has the level of the beginning student or intermediate student or an advanced student by pointing one of the tasks to them. Oh, one great thing that I've written right here is that Write and Improve has also one amazing tool, which is activities and awards. Activities and awards are, it shows the calendar, how it shows the days you were active on the site, and the awards. The awards are related to the tasks you have done, the checked tasks, and how the days in a row that you've done your piece of writings, as well as improvements. Once you have these awards, you can work with your students for maybe if they get the one who gets more awards, then it maybe is the winner of the week. You have a lot of tools to work with your students. These are the awards table. The first one is 3 improves in a row. When you write a piece of writing and then check once, you have the score. If you check again and if you improve right away, you have 1 improvement. If you check again and have another improvement and another improvement, if it goes like 3 times, you get this award. If you got 5 improvements in a row, you get this award. So these you have the description of awards. You can work with your students. That works perfectly when you are, if you are giving EAD class. If you are working in distance, at distance, you can use that with your students because it's all available in the site. And it makes me go straight to another point, which is evaluating your students. You have also a tool to evaluating your students, but I'm going to get there sooner. Okay, so.
Sorry to interrupt you again, Drew, but it is 7:10. And we must go to class because today we're going to delve into the essay, right? Which is the compulsive writing of the exam. And everybody here is waiting for that. So let's leave that how to evaluate your student for later.
Of course.
For another class. Because today what people wanted to see was mostly how to create your own workbook and how Write and Improve works, which you did wonderfully. Thank you very much for your outstanding explanation. I would like to remind you guys, can you please stop sharing your screen with us? Thank you. I would like to remind each one of you that the level of English Drew has acquired is achievable, okay? It takes a long time, yes, it does. He has been studying English his whole life, and he is at C2 level, which is pretty high. But this is what we expect from each and every student, right, Drew? That they reach our levels and surpass. We're here to help. We're going to do what we can to show you the best way to study. But remember, the most important thing right now is for you to take the information you have received and use it. You will not learn how to write if you just watch this video and sit there. Okay? You have to open, write, and improve, and you must work. Teachers can do so much. We are like maybe 40% of the way. The other 60 belongs to you, and it's a long ride. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for all of your questions. Thank you, Drew, for this opportunity to have you here. And I hope everyone enjoyed. Now we are going to close our classroom because this is going to become private. Okay?
Just one
Thank you.
question.
Okay.
Is that class going to be live on Facebook?
Oh no, I'm going to record it and then stream it to the platform.
Okay. Okay. So
We can decide that together too, if you would rather have it to.
that's it.
We have a VIP group. People are going to be like, "What Facebook? Where can I go?" Right? No, we have a VIP group which is closed only for this group, and we stream things there as well. And that's where we're going right now. We're going to study a bit more. Here is everyone with the cameras open. From top to bottom and left to right, just like reading a comic strip. There is Andrew Dantas, Flavia Costa, Mara Rubia, Aurea Simão, Salvatore Novello from Italy, right? Luciana Thompson. I always forget the last name, it's so hard. Aline Miller, Sylvia Salvatore, right? Carol Zanetti, Paco, I don't remember your last name, honey. You didn't write it here. Can you say it? You have to unmute.
Paco Carame.
Yes, from Spain.
Spain.
Juscelene Delfide from Brazil, Ricardo Malta from Brazil, and some students are hiding because they don't want to show up. All right, so we're going to our secret chambers. Work on some magic, and I'll see you next Monday at 6:40 Brazil time. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, guys. I didn't close YouTube yet. I just wanted to say that I started streaming to last week. I streamed to the wrong YouTube channel, and today I streamed to the wrong Instagram. Isn't it cool? One day I'll get both of them right, I promise.